Hi all, it's Maureen here, Stitch Mac, and I am back. We're in the middle of October now, so I just did a quick look and it's been a month since I was on. So basically I'm just going to go over what I've stitched for last month. If you don't know me here, I'm Maureen, I live in southwest of Scotland and I like to cross stitch. And that's what I'm here to talk about. So September. I've got a few pieces I've done. I was trying to have a look and see if I've got a note of how many stitches I've done in them, and quite frankly, no. I do have, I have it on a spreadsheet, so I'll try and look it up. But to start with, look, I bought a shiny new tablet from a pattern keeper because my Kindle, as I kept saying, was just it was just not keeping charge. It was just not. And we were having a chat on one of the stitching groups, in the Scottish stitching groups, and somebody been like, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get one, and like I literally stuck my Kindle on, and it did, and it just was like, it was like 40%, and then suddenly it was like shutting down. Doesn't even tell you. It didn't even like to say, oh here, you've got 1% left. You maybe want to plug it in. No, boom. So it's like, okay, I give in. I will go and buy a new one. So I got this one off of Amazon. It's very good. It was like 50 quid. Because the last time I had bought one, when I bought the Kindle, was because they were so much cheaper than Android ones. And I did the whole do and turned it into like a Play Store. Got the Play Store thing on it. But nowadays they're just, you know what I mean? That was like 51 quid for that tablet. It's quite big though. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? It's freaking massive. I was like, oh, 10 inches, yeah, that sounds about right. I have no concept of scale at all. I just don't get it. It's like, I remember I bought like a DMC box. It was a lovely little bobbin box thing. It was like all covered in pat. It was like, and I thought it was going to come, like I said, a couple of wee doors. I was like, this box this size arrived, and I was like, oh, oops. It's a daisy. So yeah, this one came and it's a lot bigger, but it works really well. It's keeping the charge. I'm only really using it for parent keeper, and yeah, really just using it for parent keeper, and occasionally I'll maybe use it for something else, but that was the only reason I bought it for. So yeah, that was my treat this month, because I was like, okay, I give in and buy it. So right, let me see, what have we been stitching on? So I'll just, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been kind of getting into it. I'm trying to get some stuff finished, non-stitching and stuff finished off. Kind of done a week I'm working on a week in a rotation. I'm doing my focus piece, which is my Cartographica, my Formula One stitching, and then a small, and then I'm working on a big blanket that I'm crocheting, and a little cowl that I'm knitting, and it's now October and it's cold. And I was planning to have these done for this winter. It's like, okay, so I'm kind of do stitching one, I'm kind of intersperse and just kind of doing a kind of rotation and working a little bit of each of them, and that's working quite well, because I really need to actually, like, yeah, I was out with the dog tonight, just before I was doing this, and I had to get my gloves on and my little neck scarf. And then I had to put my hat on, because like, it's actually cold. It's very autumnal feeling. So, but anyway, I'm back in the house now. I've got my coffee. I'm going to watch the Formula One, and I'll do some stitching. So anyway, I've waffled enough, so I'm going to show you what I'm working on. This one here is, so I started this last month. I've been working on When They Be Small. It was a little quote from Smallville, I think it was. It was for a friend of mine. Anyway, I finished it. She come picked it up. She was delighted. So it's away now. So I'm now going back to doing my September Joyful Diary. Snowflower Diaries, Joyful World, September. And I'm stitching this on, it's like a piece of fab. I think it's a piece of fab. Oh, I don't know where it's from. That's the way up. Keep that needle in there. And this is, yeah, as you'll see. Yeah, it's just a little bit. So all I'm doing this is doing like one thread, like 6 strands, and then it goes back in the box. until the next kind of rotation. And I've been stitching, this is just the head of the owls, and oh my god, I don't know what it is. I can't, I'm having to work on it like at night, like just now, with unnatural light as such, with like, and it just with, see, trying to work it in the day, I don't know, I just was really, I stitched and unstitched and stitched and unstitched numerous amounts of time. Yeah, it's not very exciting, that. It's not going to get very exciting for a while, but no, I'll pop that away and work on that in October, and then I'm just having a week and a new start every month. So see what comes out in November. It could be small, or it could be not small. I'm going to try and just get through. I've got a few things kitted up, so I'm just going to start them all. And that's it. That's all I'll do, is just work on them for that month, and then they'll go away. Then we'll worry about it another time. So, what else to work on? Right, so this is my Formula 1 stitching. For my Formula 1 stitching, in case you haven't been around here before, there's 20 drivers, I've got 20 whips, and I assign a stitch count to where they place. Not in the actual race, they only get points up until, God, I watch all the time and I can still remember, I can't remember if it's 10 or 12. I'm just doing it where they place from first place, they get 200 stitches, down to last place, they get 10 stitches, or if they did not finish a DNF, they get 0. So, and what I've been doing over the season is just accumulating all. I don't like stitching them all every week, every time there's a race, because that's impossible. I've just been accumulating the stitches, and then I'll grab one piece and then work on it. I was kind of originally just kind of working on the ones with the high stitches. Now it's literally a case of I just go in the cupboard and I pick it out. And whatever one I pick out gets stitched on. So this month we have stitched on. This is my Tilton Crafts. I will try and stick some pictures up. Tilton Crafts Winter. This is, yeah, it's just called Winter. It's artwork Alphonse Mucha. I have all 4 of these. This is the one I've started. And I think I'm sitting at, oh, actually, let me just see if I this open. Now that we've got a tablet that is actually like responsive, and the outlet there can get it doesn't take 10 minutes to open it up. I'm sitting at 1.16% of the first and 4. I've had them years. But this, I did like 500, I think I did like, no, I've got 6, what have I got? I've got 6, I had 680 stitches to do, and I think I got to about 550 of them. I think I've still got another 130 to do, but there's another race on tomorrow, so that'll go up. And yeah, that's give you an idea of the scale. That's the top right corner, and I'm stitching it 1/1 on 28 easy count. So I filled in, I'm just kind of colour completing, and like this is page 1. I'm just colour completing, and then I kind of work my way out so it's not a complete straight line. And that's, yeah, so that's why it's kind of patchy, but it's also very, very, that's just what the whole pan's like. There doesn't seem to be very many blocks of colour at all. This is a border, you see, that comes right along there and down there, and I'm starting to work in. So I mean, it's a vast improvement on where it was this time last year. But we're still only, and I've crossed that 1% threshold. It's 147,500. So what's that? 14,000. 7,000 stitches, and that will get me to 5%. It's not bad. So that was Lance Stroll, by the way, just in case you want to know. If you watch Formula 1, you'll know about that. If you don't, you'll be like, I have no idea what she's talking about. He's the, yeah. Because originally I was going to do it per places, but some people just don't. That would just mean that some of them wouldn't ever get anything really. Let me just, a minute. This is Ye Old World Sampler by Ivy House Crafter. It's a band sampler kind of thing. Do you want to see? I'm working this on some white fabric. No idea what the white fabric it is. It was so long ago that I started it, but I do know I'm stitching with Threadworks. Threadworks colour. It must be colour. I've got one on here. I say it's just 11215. I think that's. Alright, it's a burgundy and grey kind of colour way. It's not showing up brilliantly in this. I'm just gonna. That makes it worse. Yeah, so it primarily looks like burgundy. I'm just gonna see if I can. But yeah, then it's grey through it. It's really subtle. Really, really nice. It's really, really nice. And who is this? Antonelli, Kimmy Antonelli. So I've done. I have no idea how much I've done on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I must have done about 500 stitches on this. Let's see if I'm at 41 stitches. Kimmy Antonelli is, yeah, I must have done like 500 or something like that. Still got 96 to do on him, but again, no. So I just started. This is like so there's like 3 pages, 2 big ones, 1 little one. So this is a little page at the side. That's beginning the kind of, I don't know if it's a lion, dragon kind of thing. But yep. Again, a vast improvement on where I was. I absolutely love it. I do. I enjoy working on this. I have such an urge to start something in green. Because I have this, which is like white and burgundy. Pandemic, which is on a kind of buttery yellow, and it's blues. I have this urge to start something white with emerald green. I've got a pattern last week I might link to do that with, but we'll see. Right. Who else do we have? We now have. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. Teardrop. This is Teardrop Max Colours. Babette Vandenberg is the artist. There's a lot of black. Even as Max Colours, there's a lot of black. So I'm up here. Oh, I don't know if I've got this. I haven't uploaded everything onto Pattern Keeper yet because, you know, oh my god. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't have this uploaded yet because until I need to work on it again, then I'll upload it. Because like my other tablet's still working. I am very good at actually. I upload the progress every time I work on it. I send myself a little email with it so that it's in there. So I just need to add it on and then add the progress on. But I'll do it as and when I get around to doing it. So you'll see. This is another. That's half. I don't even think about 1% of this. So this is up in the top corner. So I'm working on this in diagonals just for the sheer hell of it, seeing how I'm enjoying that. It was kind of all kind of patchy, and then I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna go in and do some diagonals. And I must say the Max Colours I'm enjoying because there is, I mean, yeah, I can see quite a lot of detail on that. Obviously, it's not showing up brilliantly on here, but when I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, this is actually going to show up pretty well. I wish I hadn't known that, because now I really want to do everything Max Colours. Yeah, it's like it. I think it's 0.5% or something like that. Something ridiculous. But that's Ollie Bierman. It's okay. Alright. So that will go away. I think I did about 500 again. Sorry, let me see. Bierman. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. About 700 or 800 stitches on that. There you are. I'm very informative in these things. It's like trying to keep track of everything. It's like, okay, what do I need to know? I've got into the habit now, it's like when I worked on some, I stick it down next to the box, and that's how I know and I'll still show it on Fluttership, but I can't quite get around to working out how much I've actually done on things. So who do we have here? Rapunzel. Arabella, Rapunzel. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 700 or 800 on this. It's the thing I've got, as usual, overly ambitious on being able to do this. I am really enjoying doing this on stitch, you know. But yeah, I've got a lot of stitching to catch up with. But as I was thinking about it, I was like, it's fine though, because the season actually doesn't start again like till March. Like, excuse me, the last race is in like December. But the actual the next season doesn't start till March. So in theory, I've got until March to catch up. So this here is our Rapunzel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think I ended up doing about, yeah, that's right, I did. So I've just done her in the middle. I wanted to just make sure, I like to make sure, before I go commit myself too far, that it fits. So that's both edges. So this is like slap bang in the middle. This is working down, that's her hair. So I just filled in like a lot of the green and everything like that around there, because I remember the last time I worked on it, I fucked it up somewhere over there. So I was like, oh, no. I think I need to I can't remember what I need to do. There's something I need to do up here to kind of bring it back in, but that's another day's problem. So yeah, so I just filled in a lot of that. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, it looks a bit, but still got, I think I still got quite a bit to do with Mr. Russell. Yeah, because he's been doing quite well. Thank you, Mr. Russell, George Russell. You've been doing quite well this season. So I've already got another 390 stitches to do. We'll see how he does tomorrow. It's got to the point, you know, I'm so far behind. It's like, I think I'm like Glasgow test, Jake Red. At a DNA hospital. Well, at least that's what another 200 stitches I need to do. It's like, can they all just DNA for one race, please? But no, I do enjoy. I'm enjoying doing it because it's like all these ones. They wouldn't have, you know. You don't have to do a lot. It's just nice to get a little bit done, something done on it. 280. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550 I did on my stocking. My Enchanted Christmas Reindeer artwork by Donna Gelsinger. You don't know the one. I love little Christmas stockings, but the only one I can do, the only Christmassy one I can do, not at Christmas. So yeah, that's at about 500 and odd stitches in it. And what did I do? What did I do with it? What do you think I did? I did this is two. Well, I think this is still a 10 stitch one, yeah. I just count them all as one stitch. I ain't into that whole sitting. I know it's quicker, but I don't really feel it as any quicker. So I have actually now kind of reverted back to doing what you call it, fill cross. So I think I did some colours down here. Again, I think I'm trying to kind of fill in around the top where we've got, I think I've got like a teeny little bit there to do. And then I'm just working down there. So yeah, just with most of these, it's a case of most of them are just colour. I just go in by colour because it's quicker when you're working it. I don't have huge amounts of time for stitching. So keeping things simple. So it's like grab 3 or 4 colours that I know and then just work on them until I get to the amount of stitches, and eventually sometimes I look and go, okay, right, I really need to actually just concentrate and finish that little and put the effort in and finish that little like square once it's getting down to the last few stitches. But otherwise I find that works. I've got them all on little kind of rings, so I can just grab what I want, and then once I've stitched all the colours of those, all the stitches of those colours, then I'll pick something else. I find that just keeps it ticking over. It makes life easier when you can just pick it up. So that's Carlos Sainz that represents. Oh, I've got another 110 to do for him as well. And who have we got here? Oh, Mike. I call them all by their driver's name now. This is Max Verstappen. This is actually Mini Museum Shelf, Amy Stewart. No, this is not Mini Museum Shelf. I tell it, it's QS Museum Shelf. Because this is the top of the big huge one. This is the top row. I think it's the top row of the museum shelf one. So this is artwork. Oh, excuse me. So I think I actually did quite a lot in this. I was quite far behind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I must have done like 1,200 stitches, something like that apparently. So yeah, so I did fill in quite a lot of up here, down here. It's getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there. That's like page 1. So this is like, cause it's a quick stitch. I think it's only like 2 pages or something like that. It's not, like I say, not huge amounts. That's the arm of the statue. That's like the first one. So yeah. Oh, Mike's the boys coming on. And he's probably he's sneaking up on them. I really want William McLaren, but I really want Lando Norris. I'm torn out, so I'd really like Lando. Obviously, I'd really like Lando Norris win the world champion. But do I want? Because I'm still not fan of Oscar Piastri. I don't know what it is about him. I just want it's like does. It's just like so. Like I'm sure when he wins, he'll be like, yeah, okay, cool. I want something about passion. So do I actually want to see? Would I rather it was Max than Oscar Piastri? Who knows? Yeah. So that's that. So I've got I've certainly got more stitches to do in him. Yeah, 2, 4. Oh, I've still got another 590 stitches to do in him, and by tomorrow I'll probably have another 200 to go on top of that, or as near as damn it. I had qualifying goes tonight. Thank you, Matt. I'm glad I picked one I like. I was kind of, I picked that one because I think I'd picked it in the world. It was in my World Cup stitching because it's like there's a couple of Dutch pictures on there and everything, like Dutch painters, Dutch I did, but I also quite like it as well because I have to make sure the ones that I know are going to do well, and I like stitching on them. And well, that appears to be that. So yeah, so that's all I've worked on in the last month. So that was a fair wee whack of that. Yeah, so that was my small. My other small's away. Obviously my Cartographica, but I need to just make a little bit of room. Just gonna shove all these down for a minute. I'm chewing my blanket, but it's just so bloody big and cumbersome at the minute. It's so big and cumbersome that I'm getting it out. And I don't know where my kettle is. I think it's in my work bag. So I'll get around to showing you them when I finish. So yeah. Didn't do anything on my Paradise one. It's still sitting there. I'm not going to get it finished this year. Guarantee that. That's not going to happen. But no mind. And then obviously I'm sorry thinking next year. And then I was going to do it if you've been around here for a while. I did World Cup stitching and I did Euro stitching. So the World Cup stitching, again did the whole, there was 32 teams, I picked 32 whips, worked like so many stitches for I think I did 50 stitches for each whip. when they were in the first group. And then when they went down to the final 16, then I did another 100 stitches and then whittled it down until there was one whip left. That was fine. That again, ridiculous. The way I did too many stitches and I needed to get them done in too short a time. So we modified it slightly for the Euros. That was fine. And then I'm like, oh, the World Cup's on next year. Let's go look. There's now 48 teams in the first round. Or like in the group stages. So I don't know how. I was trying to work it out, so I'm taking to get to the 6. They must just, I think, did I work it out as 18? If they have 8 groups of 6, then it's the top 2 of each group that go through to the 16. I'm presuming that's what it is. I need to actually look at it. But I was like, I was like, I can't do 40. I actually don't even have 48 whips. And I could certainly get 48 whips. And that was what I was thinking about in my dog walk today. I was like, well, I could just, because even though, I mean, I could do like, because some of those whips are like little ones, so they probably wouldn't even have enough stitches left, just in case there wouldn't be enough stitches left. Because the way I do it is I'm doing 50 stitches for each for the first round and 100 stitches for the second round. I need to do like 100 for the like third round, 200, and then multiplying the stitches as the teams, as the countries get eliminated. Which is where we're all been a bit wrong, but I think I've sussed it now. But yeah, some of those are quite small, so that might happen. That'll depend, because I really do still want to do the Formula 1 stitch, and to then to have to stop that, just work on 40, because I'm like, oh yeah, believe me, I've got enough, and that's actually it. That does that. I was thinking, well, I could do like full, I must only have 20 full coverage, and 20 other ones, it doesn't need to all be in, I wouldn't do it all in full coverage. I'd do others. I've got enough that I could do it. I maybe need to do like another 5 or 10 to bring it up to the 48. Somebody had the audacity to like get in their car or get out of their car. A car door went, and it's enough to set Madam off. So yeah, so maybe I will be ridiculous and actually just start stuff just for the sheer hell of it. Or maybe not. I'll see how it goes. Because there's the Olympics on in February. So I think there's something full coverage. I need to have a good look at them actually and see what there is. But yeah, I'll maybe try and do stuff for that. Who cares? I'm looking forward to Olympics because in the ice dance, the couple who are currently the world number 1, Lewis Gibson, Lyle Fear. Lewis is from Prestwick Ayr. He learned to skate at Ayr. We used to come into the rink. His dad did the skates, sold skates, and did like the ice sharpening and things like that. My daughter did figure skating for many years. I can't skate to save myself, but my daughter did figure skating, so I know randomly quite a bit about figure skating. He does ice dance, so he was a figure skater, and he now has ice dance, and he's like, they're like world number 1 something. It's like, and they've got like a good chance of getting a medal at the Olympics. You know, it's like not a, you know, maybe it's like actually, yeah, they have really got a good chance. So I'm quite looking forward to that. But yeah, that's it. You start looking ahead, and it's like, okay, maybe I should just actually concentrate on doing the stitching for this year. Oh, my Cartographica. I'm not showing you that. I'm too busy chatting away here. I'm not showing you my cards because I still thought, I need to get this finished. No, Wednesday finished up to my 50%. So I can't remember where it was last month. I can't remember now. I think maybe I had already moved over here. I got bored of that side too. Sorry, I'm struggling about here because I'm trying to work around. So I think I've done like up to there, and then I started filling in right here. So we're in the China Seas. We're over in China. And then, yeah, so I was just, this morning I was working on that. So I'm just kind of going to work down here. And then I've done like a little bit more up here. So I think that's my aim is a little bit of the confetti one, a little bit of big one, a little bit of confetti, a little bit easy stuff. This is the easy stuff. This is the hard stuff. It's not as hard, it's just time consuming. This gets my stitches up quicker. This takes bloody ever. So in order to keep on schedule, I need to just mix it up a bit. But yeah, there it is. So I think I've still got something like 2,000 stitches to do in this month, along with about another million stitches to do for Formula One. And what day we're on, the 17th, which is 18, I don't know. Unlikely to happen. So that's that. What else have I done? I haven't done much. I finished on a book, which was quite good because I started at the beginning of the year, and it was all about Rome. It's called Rome, Eternal City, and essentially just was a history of Rome, not the Roman Empire or anything like that. But obviously that was included, but the actual just the city of Rome from its origins right up to today. And it was really good. It was one of those history books, because sometimes history books can be a bit, really, I have no idea what you're on about now. This is really, it's really interesting. And it was, I read it and like, I would read a bit of it and then read another book, read a bit of it, read another book. And it was funny because I was remembering, I'm like, I've always been ridiculously over ambitious with stuff, because I was like, I remember I used to go to the library when I was little, and I would take out like the maximum amount of books you could take out, and you had like 2 or 3 weeks to read them, and I never ever, I was like, well, okay, I'll take them all out because I'm gonna read them all. Never did. Never learned. I've got like 100 books on my Kindle to read, and God knows how many more on my wish list. And read about one every 2 months. I do try and read. I'm quite methodical now. I go for my lunch at work and I sit and have it on my phone. It's like I don't let myself get distracted on the phone. I'm like, no, I sit and read my book. So I'm reading The Red Queen, Philippa Gregory. It's part of the Plantagenets stuff. So I'm onto The Red Queen because I'm reading that series. I love historical fiction like that. Absolutely, that's like my favourite genre of stuff. I've read all the Sharon Penman books, so I'm starting with this. I love that. Don't know, just love it all. So I'm reading that, and working out your leg. That's it really. So I'm gonna go now because we're about 32 minutes, and I'm just waiting. What are we going next week? We're gonna meet up with some Stitch Pals next week, and then we'll have Stitching Retreat in November. Oh, I know what I did. I did my 10k last week. Not last week, the week before. I ran my 10k in Glasgow. Oh, look, I'll prove it. Because I just can't have my medal down here. Look at that. See? Anyway. Great Scottish run. Thank you. That's the second time I've done it. I'm as slow as a week jail, but it's good. I really enjoyed it. That's a really, really good one. Something like 32,000. There's 32,000 people between the 10k and the half marathon. And it goes all around Glasgow, and you go up over the Kingston Bridge and everything like that. It's really such a good atmosphere when you do that, and it really does. It just motivates you to keep going. I even stopped and had some karaoke, some drag queens. It's a good laugh. I enjoyed it. Just because it just popped into my head, I'm like, oh, I've got to run the runway in November. I was going to do a 10k for that. I ain't having enough. I'm going to do the 5k. I was like, oh no, I've done my 10k. That's enough for me. So I've got that coming up in November. That's the week before. Then I've got Stitch and Retreat. The problem is the runway is the day after. I have to go to an ABBA Day disco the day before. I'll be crawling around that runway, I think, on Sunday morning. It's like 7:30 on the Sunday morning. I think I'll be that'll keep me in check on the Saturday. So yeah, so I'll probably be back some point in November, either before or just after the retreat, but that'll be the plan. Right, I'm away now. I'm just talking.